So, Coach, nothing can explain the ending of last weekend, but you've talked about to your guys and to local outlets what your reaction is. Tell us what your thought process was in the last minute 24 last Saturday.
You know, we first of all, we're kind of just hoping that we get the ball back and we get another shot. You know, there's so many things. It's ironic that last weekend we're kind of just stuff we're talking about in the weekend. It really goes all the way back to the Augsburg game. There's 10,000 reasons why you win and lose a game, and sometimes we bank everything on one play, and we kind of were fighting that and just saying that, you know what, we have really got to be dedicated to the next play, to the next thing, to the next deal, and so we've got to really know that we've got to make that play that's in front of us, and obviously there's context as far as the situation. So you know, 2-minute drill is something that we do practice all the time, and ironically last Thursday, probably in 10 years, we hadn't beaten the defense in the 2-minute drill, and last Thursday we did. And so, you know, that's not an omen, but it is one of the 10,000 reasons. It's not a big reason, but it is a reason. And so, you know, maybe there's a confidence thing there. But anyway, we need to get the ball back, and a lot of great plays had to be made. And I know there's a lot made of the one play when Concordia rushed the field, but there's a lot of plays have to be made to set up that stage. And a couple of them were on our defense, played a great game the whole time, but then they got us the ball back. And Trent Dupenthaler just had a great hit and got a guy, so they had to punt. Landon Strilzik makes a great play, and the punt team gets it up to the 30. Then one of our first plays, we threw a pass, and the Cobbers could have had a pick. So there's another one of the 10,000 reasons. And so, but we're thinking, you know, let's just get some rhythm going, and then in the midst of when we really needed it, a great play was made. Mitch Hallstrom made a play that was like ridiculous, and just made a catch between 3 guys, kind of with 3 fingers, and just made a great play. And so those things happen, and then we had a 4th and 12 where Hans Dunnick turned his route off, got over there. Eric couldn't find anything off his back foot, makes that play, and so we've still got life, and that's all we can ask for. And so then we get sacked with 1.9 seconds, so the game's virtually over, but the Cobbers were celebrating and on the field, and there's a guy closer to the ball with a helmet off than a guy who was recovering it, and the referees had no choice but to call that. They got too many guys on the field, and in the midst of something could happen. You know, the ball's live, and so that happened, so it gave us another down, and at that point our composure is probably better than the Cobbers. And you know, they're kind of like going crazy, and we're kind of knowing what we want to run. And really 5 minutes earlier, when there was 5 minutes left on the clock, offensively we were discussing what play we wanted to run and go for 2 if we do get that opportunity. It was something that I felt like I wanted to give Scotty and Petey, just kind of not have them have to think about that. Let's see if we can, you know, engineer a drive, and if we can't, Cobbers win. If we do, we've got a shot to go for 2 and win it. Yeah,
well, you talked about kind of the team's heart in that situation, but tell us what the team's heart is now. They've come off 2 weeks of back-to-back 1-point victories, really making critical plays in the last 2 minutes, both offense and defense. What's the team's persona right now, and where is your confidence level as a coaching staff?
You know, I was talking to our great friend Charlie Burgraff about that today. That this team is really very passionate, but not real emotional. We're not very up and down, and I am, but our team is, and our guys really care for one another. They care about winning. They care about being excellent. They care about technique and fundamentals and all those things. And so it's really been it's a happy-hearted workmanship group, and it's kind of neat. And we, you know, over the years we've just had phenomenal culture and great guys, and it's been, but there's another specialness to this group that I think we know that we're pretty good, and we think that we can win, and that's a good thing.
Well, take that mentality now and switch gears into this Saturday. You get St. Thomas, the other undefeated team, the last undefeated team left in the conference, and somebody that you established a bit of a rivalry with, especially in the last 5 years. But talk about what you're anticipating this weekend, especially as you play on the road in this situation.
Well, you know, Tommies have a really good football team. They have a lot of great players. They have a lot of advantages. It's a fantastic school with great tradition. Their facilities are are ridiculous, and they're good, and their coaching staff is good, and they're going to be a good test for us, and you know, that's a game that you want to be in. We talk about being grateful for all things. Well, one thing to be grateful for seriously is that you get into playing a championship type game, and we played one last week. We played again this week, and really win or lose the next week's going to be another one. And so those just grow you. You know what I mean? And you kind of think about a program that's kind of trying to fight its way in, and you know, kind of staying there is as tough, it feels like. And so we again, all this speculation kind of turns you right back to we're going to play every play as hard as we possibly can. We feel pretty healthy. That's the excitement piece. When last time anybody beat them at their place was us in the playoffs, and we beat them with a good, tough ground game and great defense. And that's probably what they're going to see Saturday. I don't mean to give anything away, but we've got Jesse Fino back and Brandon Marcourt healthy. Marshall Klitsky, Derek Walblick, they can all run the football, and they block well, and they can catch the ball out of the backfield. So those backs are amazing. Our receivers, especially Hallstrom, Dunnick, Schultz, and Hilbrands, obviously Jay, have just been they're amazing, and they're big guys that can play, and they're patient, and they're calm, and they're waiting. And Eric Peterson will have to have a great game, but he will. You know, he's poised, and we're just really excited about the weapons that we have on offense. And then that's not even the good part. You know? So the fun doing this interview right now, and about going on the road to a hostile environment, might even have some weather. We don't really care. We're going to bring some great offensive weapons, but bigger than that is we've got an unbelievable defense, and our coaches are phenomenal, and they've got them prepared, and they kind of know what the Tommies want to do, and you know, there's not a whole bunch of secrets in this game, and I would think that St. Thomas feels the same way. It's just going to be a good football game.
Great. Well, Saturday, 1:10 p.m. and the Battle of the Undefeateds. We'll be ready to. We'll cheer you on, and we'll go get them.
Can't wait.
All right.